Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. We'll be starting in just a couple of minutes to give everyone enough time to join. While we're waiting, we'd like to share a short video that will give you a glimpse of the University of Southern Queensland, its campuses, the learning environment, and what makes it a great destination for international students. We hope you enjoy the video and we'll officially begin the webinar shortly. Again, good morning, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed that short video and got a preview of what the University of Southern Queensland has to offer. On behalf of Yes Education, I'd like to warmly welcome you today to today's University of Southern Queensland's agent webinar training. Despite that we will be having a super typhoon this week, thank you still for joining. My name is Yani. For those who haven't met me yet, I am the Regional Marketing Executive for Yes Education. Well, today's webinar is an excellent opportunity to get to know the to get to know UniSQ or more closely to get to know UNESCO more closely from its academic offerings, scholarships to student support services, and what makes it a great choice for Filipino students. We hope you leave today's session with practical knowledge that you can confidently share with your students and parents in the future. Before we begin, I'd like to share a few quick reminders. Today's webinar will be recorded. After the session, we will be sending everyone the YouTube link so you can revisit the presentation anytime or share it with your colleagues who may have missed today's session. If you have any questions during the presentation, feel free to type them in our chat box or our Q&A box, and we'll be collecting your questions and answering as many as we can during the Q&A question or session towards the end. Now, without further ado, let's get started. It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. Joining us today is Miss Karen Kate E. Adanza, the in-country manager for the Philippines at the University of Southern Queensland. Karen has been working closely with education partners across the Philippines, supporting agents and helping aspiring international students discover the opportunities available at UniSQ. Everyone, please join me in giving a warm virtual welcome to Miss Karen. Karen, how are you?
Hello, Yana. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. To our Zoom participants and attendees. Hello, good morning. I am Karen Adanza, and I am the country manager for University of Southern Queensland, Australia. Today, to get to know my university, what we can get along the way. Thank you.
That's great to hear. Again, welcome, Miss Karen. I will not be taking much of your time. The virtual stage is all yours. I think I've already made you as a co-host, so you can share your screen and tell us more about UniSQ.
I'm just gonna send a request.
Oh, sure, sure.
All right.
All good.
Yes, all good. Right.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Again, the floor is all yours, Karen.
Thank you. All right. So, yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes, we can.
All right. So once again, good morning everyone and welcome to University of Southern Queensland, Australia. So for this webinar, you will get to know more about our university, what are the programs that we are offering to international students, and what are the expected experiences of our future international students coming into our university. Now with our global rankings, so we do quite have a lot of rankings. So we are number one university in Australia for graduate starting salary. So meaning the graduates of University of Southern Queensland yielded much higher salary from other graduates from other universities. So in Australia kasi we have rankings and iba-iba din yung mga qualifications and a certain ranking. So maybe you're wondering sa ibang universities may mga ganito silang ranking. So yung mga universities kasi sa Australia, they have different distinctions. They have highlights sa mga programs that are very strongly like preferred ng mga international students, madaming graduate outcome. So, yun si Australia. And we are rated 5 out of 5 stars in global ratings for teaching, research, internationalization, online learning, and employability. So, si University of Southern Queensland kasi we have three modalities. So, first, online. So, if may mga interested dito na applicants from the Philippines na gusto lang mag-online na study, online mode, University of Southern Queensland can offer you that. Meron kasing ibang instances na yung mga working professionals gusto lang ng upskilling. They wanted to earn another or additional degree aside from the degree that they have here in the Philippines. Gusto nila ang Australian degree or they have certifications or diplomas from other Australian universities. So, pwede kami doon. So, this one is kapag gusto nila na maiangat yung like pa-promote yung current nila na role in their corporate setting. So, pwede yon. But if for those naman na gusto lang talaga mag-aral sa parang university, Australian university, but still, nandito pa din sa Philippines kasi meron silang families or meron silang mga work na ayaw nilang iwan dito. So, pwede kami for that. So, actually, for online learning kasi, we are 40 years and counting na in the business offering online education for those na gusto nun. The second one, modality is the on-campus. Yung mismo doon ka talaga sa campuses namin mag-aaral. And then the third one is yung external. So yung external para siyang hybrid. It's a mix of both online and on campus. But yung sa external kasi namin, hindi siya ino-offer for all the programs that we have. So meron lang yung mga iilan lang na mga programs na pwede tayo mag-external. But for external kasi we have a separate setup for that. So usually kapag may mga external programs kami, magsistay kayo dun sa mga residential colleges namin or campuses. So we are also rated 5 out of 5 star in Australia for graduate starting salary, ranked top 58 young universities worldwide. Though matagal na talaga kami na university but still considered pa rin as young university. And also for UniSQ kasi we are a public leading research-based university. So yung 59.4% ng UniSQ scholarly output is based siya sa international collaboration. And we are also ranked as a world top 400 universities and also globally naman ranked 345. So based yan sa mga ratings from QS, Times Higher Education, and Quill. So we also place in the top 2% of all universities worldwide kasi merong ibang mga students na talagang very sensitive when it comes to ranking. That's why yung iba, naghahanap sila ng universities na merong ganitong ranking in this certain type of field, nag-excel yun ng ganitong university. Kasi sa Philippines naman, hindi siya masyadong parang sensitive. If ever na gusto mong mag-enroll in a university dito sa Philippines, hindi naman natin siya hinahanapan na dapat yung university na to, top 2% sa Philippines worldwide or mga ganong mga rankings. Wala naman tayong ganon. But in Australia kasi, they do have that. Meron sila mga rankings ng mga universities. So if you are sensitive on that area, you can also feel free to search in our website kung ano pa yung mga ibang rankings na meron sa University of Southern Queensland. So sa community naman namin as a whole, we are around 27,563 students from all around the world. Included na dyan yung Filipino community natin. So 27,000, it's not really big. Though yung university namin is sobrang laki talaga niya, especially yung Toowoomba campus namin, located siya in a regional area in Southern Queensland. Malaki talaga siya na university. They have their own parks, pwede kayong mag-picnic doon. They have their own parang lakes. So, sobrang laki talaga ng university. But yung students lang namin is around 27,000 because we maintain a small class size as much as possible para hindi din ma-compromise yung quality of teaching. So, if you are wondering kung meron bang mga Filipino students enrolled in our university, yes, madami. Especially in the health na programs, especially yung Bachelor of Nursing. Nag-excel talaga sa Philippines when it comes to that program. So, meron din kaming mga other programs na pwede ninyong i-promote. So, or gusto ng mga international students or ng mga attendees natin ngayon. We have arts and communication, we have aviation. Now, highlight ko lang si aviation because for our university, we are the only university in Australia that has its own Boeing 737 and Airbus A320 flight simulators na pwedeng gamitin ng mga students natin na enrolled in the aviation program. So, isa siyang perks kasi hindi naman lahat ng universities meron na ganitong parang facilities. Sa UniSQ kasi, we do have several centers, we do have several mga facilities in our universities that the students can utilize. So, for the aviation program, meron tayong mga flight simulators na pwedeng gamitin ng mga students natin. And I think it's a good thing also because in the Philippines kasi medyo malaki talaga yung gagastusin natin when it comes to aviation. So, para siyang niche na program, especially in the Philippines, kasi hindi na naman lahat ino-offer siya in a university setting. Usually kasi yung aviation natin, parang separate siya na entity. Meron tayong mga training academies for that, flying schools. So, hindi lahat ng universities nag-offer ng aviation program inside their campuses. So, for those lang na merong mga flight simulators, pwede sila maka-offer ng mga flight operations, mga training academies, and that. So, sa lahat mga nakausap ko ng mga enrolled in aviation or mga commercial pilot na dito sa Philippines, parang nasa-shock sila sa tuition because in the Philippines, roughly nasa 5 million yung aviation na program. So, sa university kasi namin is around 28,000 AUD lang. So, if you convert natin siya into pesos, that's more around mga 1 million plus lang in a year. So, yung bachelor's natin in aviation, We have two specializations, flight operations, how to become a commercial pilot in Australia, and the second one is aviation management. So yun, yung dalawang yun, it's around 28,000 AUD lang. So sobrang mura siya if compared natin siya sa Philippines. And the big difference lang is yung licensing. Dito kasi sa Philippines, kahit na CPL ka na, you are a CPL holder. Hindi naman ibig sabihin nun na kapag certified pilot ka na dito sa Philippines, meron ka ng license, pwede ka nang lumipad kung saan-saan mo gusto. Pwede ka mag-apply globally kung saan mo gusto. It doesn't work that way. Kasi yung CPL nila na license dito, meron lang siyang certain territories na tinatanggap. Usually, mga Southeast Asian countries yung pwedeng tumanggap sa inyo as a pilot. Now, yung iba, meron din ako nakausap na pilot na siya dito sa Philippines and applying for our university for the aviation program. Kasi hindi niya magagamit yung licensing niya if gusto niyang um, maging pilot in Australia. So, meron pa silang certain certifications kung parang i-open yung licensing nila na pwede sila makalipad or pwede sila maging pilot to other countries. So, yun lang yung big difference niya. So, if merong mga interested dito for the aviation program, it's a good deal for you kasi mababa na yung tuition. And also, when it comes to licensing, Australia na yung nag-issue ng license na yun. So, which is a good thing. And we are also in collaboration with the Qantas Group, which is the biggest one in Australia. So if meron mga enrichment programs, si Qantas, yung mga graduates ni UniSQ, pwede sila mag-apply for that. So pwede kayo maging part ng Qantas. So that's a big selling point then for that. We also have business program, education and teaching, engineering, which is a good thing because dynamic yung engineering namin na program. Madami tayong pwedeng pag-aralan for the engineering. And hindi lang siya basta-basta engineering. We have several specializations under engineering program. We also have surveying, health. Yung health natin, madami siya. We have occupational, biomedical sciences, medical laboratory sciences, so psychology. So, madami siya mga programs under that. Information technology as well. We have network automation, meron tayong mga AI, so madami siyang mga specializations. So, hindi lang siya basta IT, but para siyang niche, parang niche branch of IT. Kasi madami tayong mga specializations na pwede nyo offer sa mga international students. So, mga software engineering, pwede din tayo for that. We have law, sciences, and agriculture as well, and also research. Now, so sa agriculture naman, this is also a type of program na hindi siya masyado in the Philippine market. Kasi kahit ka dito sa Pilipinas, wala naman masyado nag-enroll for the agriculture program. But for now, since emerging yung market ni agriculture, and madami talaga siya mga opportunities, hindi lang siya nakitaan talaga ng potential for students. Kasi kapag sinabi ng agriculture dito sa Pilipinas, parang ang iisipin ng student ay magtatanim ako, mabibilad ako sa araw. But it doesn't work that way kasi. Kasi kapag agriculture, meron naman tayong mga several specializations kung ano talaga yung gusto mo strand in agriculture. Hindi lang basta-basta nagtatanim ka, hindi lang nagbibilad ng araw. So, madami talaga siya. And the opportunities is very, very large. So, if you are interested in the agriculture program, our university is a perfect choice because we are located in Southern Queensland, which is a provincial or regional side of Australia na talagang very vast yung agricultural land. We have several centers, several facilities na pwedeng gamitin ng mga students namin specializing in this type of field ng agriculture. Now, for our research, I know na hindi talaga siya masyado, but we are also promoting this kasi we do have two types of masters. We have masters by coursework, yung walang research, walang thesis. We also have master by research, yung meron siyang thesis. So, if may mga interested dito for the Master of Research, you can also feel free to message us kasi madami kaming mga areas din or fields in the Master of Research na pwede ding i-obtain ng mga international students. Because right now in Australia kasi, talagang yung age limit namin is around 35 years old. But if gusto mo mag-research, mas maganda yon kasi up to 50 years old naman yung pwede nating ano doon. But hindi naman kasi siya masyado. Kasi kapag sinabing research, talagang yung iba, pahiligan lang talaga if gusto talagang into research. Mostly kasi ng mga applications, masters by coursework. Ayun. But if may mga interested lang, we can also do that in our university. So, ito yung mga world-class facilities para at least ma-visualize nyo na kung ano yung nasa loob ng campus namin, kung bakit siya ganun kalaki, ano ba yung nasa nandun. So, we have Mount Kent Observatory for the astrophysics namin. We have Queensland College of Wine and Tourism, dedicated to wine and food sciences natin. We have unique flight simulators, as I've said earlier, for our aviation program. We also have Midwifery Simulation Center. We also have nursing clinical simulation labs and nursing wards. We have fiber composites, geopolymers, and smart materials labs, agriculture engineering labs, specialized hypersonic labs, and more. So madami kaming mga world-class facilities na pwedeng gamitin ng mga students, especially if you're into research, talagang mamamangha ka, especially into the space sciences, kasi yun din yung forte ni UniSQ. So madami kaming mga discoveries din. And we are also in partnership with several government agencies like NASA, Philippine Space Agency. So if you're interested into that, please feel free lang. So for the campus living, we also offer residential colleges or on-campus accommodation for our international students na walang masistayhan doon, walang makakilala, relatives, or pwede nilang mastayhan doon. So we offer on-campus accommodation. So we have 3 residential colleges, the MacGregor, Steelrood, and the Concan College. So if yung mga students natin gusto nilang mag-on-campus, pwede tayo. So for the on-campus, it doesn't really mean that talagang for the whole duration of the program doon kayo magsistay. We have 3 setups for you. You can either have daily, weekly, or monthly rent. So, nasa sa inyo na kung if ever na pagpunta nyo ng Australia, like for the first month, gusto nyo muna ng on-campus para at least ma-explore nyo muna yung area, pwede yon. And then move out after a month kasi meron ka na nakitang murang accommodation and all that. Or meron kang kakilala doon pala na pwede mong magstayhan. So, it's not just purely study lang kayo ni SQ. We also have clubs and communities na pwedeng salihan ng mga students namin. We have academic clubs, cultural clubs, interest, sporting, and student guild. So, madami kaming mga clubs para naman ma-refresh yung minds ng mga students namin and hindi lang puro study lang yung ginagawa nila. Gusto din namin na ma-enjoy nila yung stay nila in UniSQ. So, these are our support services. Kung kakailanganin ni student ng support, we have iConnect. This is an online platform na kung saan, kung ano may yung mga concerns ng mga students namin, pwede nilang i-relay for the iConnect. And then si iConnect naman, sila yung magre-relay for the officer in charge kung ano man yung concern natin. Whether gusto nyo ng assistance for your tuition, for your subject loadings, so madami doon. And usually kasi yung iba, meron ako natanggap na inquiry din regarding parang reduced na study load for the next semester. Kasi gusto nila na mababa pa yung mababayaran nila kasi hindi pa enough yung funding nila for the next semester. Pwede yung ganun. Meron tayong mga reduced study load but upon approval siya. And then kailangan mong i-state kung ano yung reason natin bakit tayo mag-reduce ng study load natin. So we also have student relationship officer that will take care of your concern, study support, career development, health and wellness, and so on and so forth. So madami tayong mga support services. Kung ano yung kakailanganin ng student namin, talagang in-incorporate namin para at least naman matulungan namin sila. Especially for those na bago pa lang in our university or kung bago pa lang talaga in Australia, unang sampa pa lang nila in Australia. So parang wala talaga silang kaalam-alam kung saan sila pupunta and all that. So we are here to guide them every step of the way. Now, for the scholarships naman, right now we are offering 10% scholarship for our international students na Filipinos. So, for those na gusto mag-apply for a certain program, like for example, gusto niyo mag-apply for the aviation program, bachelor's in flight operations, pwede kayo makatanggap ng 10% na scholarship. So, yung sa scholarship namin is hindi naman siya mahirap talagang kunin. All you need to do is you need to submit lang yung mga documents natin through Yes Education. Tapos si Yes Education na yung magla-lodge sa portal namin, sa Omega Portal. Once na-lodge na yung application ni student sa Omega Portal, kami na yung mag-a-assess sa mga credentials na sinend nyo sa amin. So, we do the assessment. Walang mga entrance exams or walang anything na pwedeng anuhin ni student for the scholarship. So, usually, dun talaga kami pabibase sa mga credentials na binigay ninyo. So, yung mga scholarship naman namin na binibigay, we have other types of scholarships naman, but depende na siya dun sa grades natin, sa merit base natin. And if ever na gusto niyo pa magpatuloy yung mga scholarships natin, meron tayong ibang mga scholarships na na-offer din sa mga international students. Hindi lang 10% yung binibigay. Yung 10% lang is para siyang yung entry scholarship namin for Filipino applications. So if you're interested on that, 10% is really a great deal na din. Kung tutuusin, yung ibang universities kasi merong mga 20%, 30%. So, bakit sa amin 10% lang yung binibigay? Yung 10% kasi malaking bagay na yun. Because yung base kasi namin na tuition is mababa na. So, on top of that, meron pa kami scholarship na ino-offer. Though hindi naman kalakihan, pero it will make a difference talaga. Kasi yung naka-base namin na tuition is mababa na. So, kapag meron pang scholarship, mas lalo pa siyang bababa. So, I think yung ano natin, takeaway natin dito is hindi ko naman talagang parang pinopromote talaga fully si UniSQ. Kasi meron namang iba na naghahanap pa talaga ng mga choices, naghahanap ng mga options, but I am here lang to talk about my university, kung ano yung pwede niya i-offer, and also kung ano yung mga gusto nyo in a university. Please let me know lang para at least alam ko din kung ano yung pwede may offer ni UniSQ na hindi nyo makita sa iba. So, ayun lang. If ever you have any questions, now is the time. Actually pala, ito yung campuses namin. Pakita ko lang para at least you have a bird's eye view kung saan kami located. Though regional area kami, nasa Toowoomba yung main campus namin, which is 90 minutes to Brisbane. Ipswich namin, 45 minutes to Brisbane. And Springfield is 35 minutes to Brisbane. Kahit anong campuses dito, consider siya na regional. Meaning, cost of living is very affordable. Cost of tuition is very affordable. If you can search for other universities, yung university kasi namin, yung pinakamababa, yung tuition. So, though regional area siya, but still accessible naman siya sa Brisbane. If gusto niyo parang city vibe lang, pwede naman kayo magstay in Brisbane area, tapos yung campuses niyo is either of the three. So, yun lang siya. So, it's a great option kasi merong iba naman na gusto talaga ng parang laid-back environment na parang same lang din sa Philippines, yung aura. So, you can have or stay in these places if gusto niyo kasi yung cost of living talaga dito pinakamura na talaga. And right now, yung train kasi nila yung babayaran nyo lang as of this moment. Wala pa kasi lang advisory kung kailan siya hihinto, but it's around 50 centavos per dollar. So, ganun lang siya kababa from point A to point B. So, ayun. And also for the post-study work rights, yun yung isa din sa option. Isa din yun siya sa benefit kapag nag-study kayo in a regional university. Kasi kapag city university, wala kasi siyang gano'n na parang extended na post-study work visa. Kay regional university lang kasi siya ino-offer. So yun, if you're interested on that, cost of living, cost of the tuition mababa, also accessible din sa city, post-study work right benefits, you can choose a regional university. Thank you. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.
Thank you so much, Karen, for that very insightful presentation. I'm sure lahat ng attendees natin for today found today's session very informative, and they will refresh or gain a better understanding of UniSQ. So we'd love to hear from all of you, from our attendees. If you have any questions about UniSQ, admissions, scholarships, programs, or anything discussed during today's presentation, please feel free to type them in on our Q&A box, and maybe we'll give you a minute to submit your questions. Ipunin lang natin siya. But before we proceed there, personally, I have a question of my own. Many students may have non-traditional backgrounds, such as study gaps, career changes, lower academic results, or even previous visa refusals. Does UniSQ consider applications from that kind of students, and what factors would you look when assessing their eligibility?
Actually, for those sa mga gaps, kailangan natin magpakita ng mga evidences for those gaps, kung ano yung ginagawa natin during those years. And also, when it comes to visa refusal, kasi medyo mahigpit kami on that part.
Mm-hmm.
Usually kasi generally hindi kami tumatanggap ng mga visa refusal as of the moment. Kasi, yun na naman na madami talagang changes in Australia. So, as much as possible, we wanted to maintain yung parang quality of students. So, yung mga refusal, usually kasi, hindi kami tumatanggap. But we can try. If ever na-approve ka admissions, then it's good.
I see. So it's still a case-to-case basis for visa refusal. Hindi po siya like automatic
Yes,
no.
yes,
Okay. Thank you for answering, Karen.
yes.
I am actually seeing now a few questions that are coming in. Maybe we can answer the first one. Was not able to attend early. Does all your programs accept students who graduated in year 12, even for aviation? So like, do you accept direct entry?
Actually, for the entry requirements namin, generally year 12 plus SAT. So, if you're a graduate of year 12, kailangan mo lang mag-SAT and the points needed is, isi-state naman namin kung ilang yung points na needed for the SAT. But, if ever meron kang 1 year na pre-approved university program, pwede namin yung i-consider. Kahit na, sabihin natin na upon assessment siya kung ano yung 1 year pre-approved university program natin into the program na gusto mong kunin sa university. We will have program alignment for that. And also another thing naman, if ayun yung mag-SAT or wala kayong 1 year pre-approved university program, we have foundation program naman na pwedeng i-enroll si student. So yung foundation program na yun, that is for UIL, but still connected din naman siya sa UniSQ. So kapag nakita namin doon sa application ni student na wala siyang SAT, ayaw niya mag-SAT, wala din siyang 1 year pre-approved university program, pwede namin siya i-enroll for the foundation program. Na yung foundation program naman namin is hindi naman siya namin ipapasa sa agent, tapos pasa na din sa UIL. So, naka-streamline yung process namin doon. So, once na nakitaan namin na pwede siya mag-foundation program, i-relay namin yung application sa UIL directly. Tapos, si UIL na yung mag-i-issue ng offer letter. Pero, tatanungin din namin si agent at si student kung gusto niya ba mag-undergo ng foundation program. Kung gusto niya na mag-foundation program, dire-diretso na yun. So, hindi na siya from university, tapos babalik na naman kay agent, tapos kay UIL. So, kami, once na launch yung application namin, diretso na siya for UIL. Tapos, si UIL na yung mag-reach out kay agent for the issuance of the offer letter.
I see. And for pathway or foundation students, would they have access sa mga facilities of UniSQ on their
Yes.
first day? Okay, that's great to hear. I hope we answered the first question. Second one, nag-accept po ba kayo ng one skill retake for IELTS?
Yes, we do accept one skill retake.
Okay, thank you. Another one, any accommodation scholarships too?
For accommodation scholarships, yes, meron kami, but usually kasi yung mga ganong mga scholarships, if ever na meron ka na nakuha isang scholarship, hindi ka na pwede kumuha ng isa pa. So, one scholarship at a time lang tayo.
I
But
see. So it's
definitely
just
meron.
alphabet.
And we do have other types of scholarship din naman na pwedeng i-enroll ni students. So, based siya sa eligibility criteria natin. So, meron tayong mga way scholarship, vice chancellor scholarship. So, madaming pagpipiliin sa student.
For chancellors, ano yung qualifications for the student to be qualified for that? Usually, grades naman talaga, right?
Yes. Yung chancellor scholarship namin, um, at least, meron siyang, parang grade na kailangan mong i-attain. Tapos, dapat siya commencing student, currently residing in Australia. Meron din siyang mga application at the time of offer. So, meron siyang mga eligibility conditions for that. Pero, just to give you an idea kung how much yung Chancellor Excellence Scholarship namin, it's roughly around mga 24,000 for a 32-unit degree or pwede din naman na 18,000 for a 24-unit degree. Tapos, meron pa siyang optional study abroad package na maximum of $5,000.
Wow. Okay. So very
Yes.
helpful, Ms. Karen, for answering scholarship question. On to the next one. Coming from Ira, do your programs include internship opportunities?
Actually, sa mga programs kasi namin, meron siya mga placement, um, parang placement packages na ilalagay doon. So, depende na lang siya kung ano yung program na gusto mong kunin. Kasi several programs kasi namin, iba-iba din yung mga distinctions on the placements. Kung placement ba siya or meron siyang yung parang mga community services na kailangan nyo i-attain or the number of hours na pwede mong i-compile for that certain program.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Well, we have a few more questions. For sponsorships, can it be in-laws?
Um, Actually, for the for sponsorship naman, usually tumatanggap kami at least up to second degree. But mas maganda kasi at least first degree yung mag-sponsor sa inyo para at least para makitaan naman na talagang genuine yung sponsorship natin. So, ayun, I think yes, education can also help you on that kung paano natin siya parang i-arrange yung sa sponsorship natin. No worries naman for that. We can also find way naman.
How many sponsors can you accept, like up to two, like combined financial documents?
Maximum of two. Yun na
Max,
talaga.
I
Yes.
see. Okay, on to the next one. From Regina, do you have any age limits for your programs?
For our programs, ang age limit talaga namin is 35. Standard yun for all university in Australia, 35. But if yung mga research programs namin, up to 50 years old naman yung tinatanggap.
Yeah. Okay. Next one, do you accept English test? I feel like na-answer na natin to. Accept
Yes.
English test retake? If so, how many times per year? Maybe yun na lang at any case, or is there a limit? How
Actually,
many
yung sa
skill
one
retake?
skill kasi, usually, yung mga ina-accept namin is once lang talaga. In an area kung saan mas mababa yung score nyo, kailangan nyo lang siya i-attain. Kasi kapag madami na tayong mga retakes din, parang I don't think if sa IELTS ba is allowed ba yun? Yung madami mga retakes for the skill. I think one skill lang.
Yes, I feel parang one skill at a time yung pwedeng i-retake.
Yes. Oo.
Mm-mm. How about for PTE? Do you accept score combination? Yung parang,
Sa
ika
PTE namin, meron kaming parang score na talaga, like this one, like for example, 65. Tapos meron kami mga certain scores in a different bands na kailangan nyo i-obtain.
okay, got it. Another question for the foundation program, no any issues naman po sa study gap for their bachelor?
For the foundation naman is it's more like a pathway for you for an entry into a bachelor's program. So I think wala naman siyang issues for the study gap kasi kapag sinabing for study gap kasi kailangan lang naman natin siya ng mga evidences kung ano yung ginagawa namin ay na nyo during those years para at least makita din namin yung timeline na for this one nahinto ka ng pag-aaral and then after those years ano yun ang ginagawa ninyo. Kasi for the UIL Foundation program, wala naman silang parang bearing for that. If in case na meron talaga tayong program alignment, doon naman talaga siya sa admissions. Tapos once na napasa na siya sa admissions, after admissions, meron na siyang program alignment na ipapasa natin siya sa UIL. So parang
Mm-hmm.
naka-arrange na siya lahat before namin siya isend sa UIL.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for that, Karen. Last two questions from our attendees. How long will it take for the COE to be released after the tuition fee has been paid?
For the COE, mabilis lang naman talaga siya. Especially if nakabayad na kayo agad on the certain duration kung kailan yung due date ng tuition namin. And also, Wala kasi kaming parang certain turnaround time na ibibigay sa student kung kailan siya. But most likely kasi mabilis lang talaga siya. Kasi ako din yung magpo-follow up sa admissions para i-release na yung offer letter sa student natin. Kasi once na nakapagbayad na si student, makikita ko naman dun na paid na siya. And then also the agent will also notify me na this student, this application ID number has already paid the tuition. Tapos, kailangan na nila yung offer letters. So, kapag na-heads up na sa admissions, mabilis lang naman yun.
Mm-hmm. I see. So maybe follow up with us na lang din para
Yes.
kulitin namin si UniSQ
Oo.
for the COE issuance. And they're very responsive naman in terms of giving us updates. So no worries if the tuition fee has been paid and still waiting for the COE. Maybe I have a follow-up question in terms of tuition fee. Do you have any installment plans that you can provide to the student once they've already enrolled?
Actually, for us, pagka-receive na nila nung COE nila, I mean, yung sa parang acceptance letter nila, makikita naman doon kung ano yung installment plans na ibibigay namin sa student. But roughly kasi at the time of the application, at least one semester yung kailangan i-settle ni student. Now, si UniSQ kasi is naka-tri-semester. So, 3 semesters every year. So, at least one-third of the tuition yung kailangan nilang bayaran.
Mm, I see. Thank you so much for that, Karen.
Ah,
Let's mark this down. Another one from Regina. Thank you so much for asking a lot of questions. What is the nationality mix at USQ at the moment? Approximately how many Filipinos are studying?
Yung nationality ngayon, it's a mix of South Asian. Yun naman talaga yung madami talaga na volume. South Asian and also next na doon is yung Philippines. So, naglalaban talaga si South Asian and Philippines. So, most likely kasi, yung mga students namin is mostly Asian countries siya nanggagaling. So, yung
Mm,
iba, yung sa mga like America and all, hindi siya masyadong madami. Usually, mga Asian yung nasa campus talaga namin. And for Filipinos, just to give you an idea, madami kaming enrolled na students in the Bachelor of Nursing. Yun talaga yung pinakamalakas namin na program for Filipinos.
mm,
And yung
gotcha.
SAM meron sa Engineering and IT.
Mhm. How about Filipino community? Meron na ba sa UniSQ like na club for Filipino students that would really help international students be adjusted sa other destination or sa Australia.
Sa UniSQ alone, inside the campus, yes, marami kami mga Filipino community na. So, yung, especially for my end, yung mga kakalipad lang and mga current students ngayon na Filipinos, usually get in touch naman sila with each other. Kasi, para naman namin siyang, kunyari, meron kami incoming na Filipino students, ini-incline din namin siya sa mga current students na nasa UniSQ para at least pagdating nila doon, hindi naman sila mag-homesick. Meron silang kababayan na makikita din doon. So, yes, you can still feel na para nasa Philippines ka pa din kasi meron naman tayong mga welcoming committee. And also, sa mga students namin na parang bago pa lang in Australia, we do also organize naman airport pickup for them. So, kapag hindi nila kabisado yung lugar, UniSQ kasi is magbibigay sila ng airport pickup para at least ma-escort din namin yung student from airport to the university.
Wow, very nice.
Yes.
At least hindi sila mangangapa once
Oo.
they're already in Australia. On to the last question from Sir Ricky. For the research course, what is the basic qualification or the educational attainment required to be qualified to enroll in this course?
For the Master of Research natin, usually yung entry requirement natin dito is um na at least completed tayo ng equivalent siya ng 3-year Australian University program. So, ika-calculate namin yun. Or at least meron siyang tawag dito, parang certain grade. na kailangan i-attain. Kasi sa Australia kasi they do have ATAR or yung ATAR. So, dito naman sa atin is parang meron tayong GPA na pagbabasehan for that. Educational background natin sa Philippines, kailangan talaga na meron tayong bachelor's degree and also meron tayong um, parang letter of intent na gusto mo mag-aral for a Master of Research and ano yung para specialized program na gusto mong kunin for that. And sa research kasi, ang ano lang natin, problem lang kasi dito, kasi meron tayong applications for research, but dalawa kasi yon, meron tayong supervisor na kailangan kunin na mag-oversee sa student. So dalawa yon from our university and the student side. Meron din siyang supervisor na kailangan kunin.
Oh, for that supervisor, kayo yung magpo-provide or si student ang kailangan maghanap?
For us, meron kaming portal na pwede tayo makahanap ng mga supervisor. So, search lang natin kung ano yung area of specialization niya, kung ano yung parang research title niya. Pwede naman tayo makahanap ng mga potential supervisor for that.
Got it. Thank you so much for
Tapos,
that,
imamatch lang
Karen.
namin siya sa supervisor na meron kami.
And then upon application, isama na lang yung name ng supervisors, right?
Yes, but usually kasi kapag supervisor, si student talaga yung maghahanap ng supervisor niya dito sa Philippines. That's why nahihirapan yung iba. But definitely, we can also parang help naman kay student. We can tap for our partner institutions if meron ba sila mga available na supervisor na talagang nagsispecialize in this type of research field.
Oh, that's nice. At least may support na mabibigay for student applicants. Actually,
Yes.
may pahabol tayong question. Um,
Okay, sure.
can a student who is enrolled in a 1.5-year master's degree extend their study duration to 2 years in order to meet the eligibility requirement for the temporary graduate visa post-study work stream?
Usually kasi ng master's program namin, it's 2 years yung duration. That's why, after 2 years, eligible sila for the post-study work visa. So, yung 1.5 kasi, hindi ako sure. Kasi usually yung master's namin is 2 years talaga siya. Ino-offer.
Okay. So,
Yes.
wala kayo in-offer like 1.5 na master's din.
Usually kasi ng mga masters namin, nasa 2 years siya.
3 years. Okay.
2 years
So,
yung
at least
duration.
hindi na kailangan ipa-extend because it is
Yes, two
already
years
two
na talaga
years
siya.
in duration. Thank you very much, Karen, and also for our attendees who provided their question. Maybe just last question from me about a visa. If UNISQ has had visa rejections before, what are the common reasons so we can avoid it? Or any tips for like GS statements, what to put or what not to put, just for our agents to know.
Actually, sa GS kasi, we will provide questions sa student. Tapos, at least maximum of 150 words yung kailangan niya i-input doon. So, parang short and concise talaga siya kung ano yung magiging study plan natin. Bakit tayo mag-enroll for that certain type of program at bakit dito sa university na to. So, when it comes to ano naman, parang GS statement namin, of course, you cannot mention na gusto niyo magstay talaga in Australia. Kasi, standard yan for all university na ang hinahanap talaga namin is quality student, quality and genuine student na gusto talaga mag-aral to elevate their skills, gusto nila mag-upskill, gusto nila further knowledge, but on the sake of like gusto nyo na mag-aral because through student visa, mas mabilis siya maka-enter ng Australia, that's a no-no. So at least, I think alam naman ng mga agents yon ano yung pinaka-standard natin na ilalagay sa mga GS natin. Hindi naman kami masyadong strict talaga, ang kailangan lang or ang hinahanap lang talaga namin is makita namin dun sa GS na talagang genuine si student.
Mm,
Now, kapag
mm,
nakita naman na parang hindi masyado naintindihan ni admissions kung ano talaga yung study plan ni student or kung parang confused si admissions, meron siyang doubt for this student, hindi naman siya automatically dinedecline ni admissions. Nire-relay siya sa amin. So, sa amin, kapag nakita namin yung application, tinatap namin si agent at tinatap namin si student to know kung ano ba talaga yung mga study plans niya para makatulong din kami at least to help the admissions then understand on the side of the student. Hindi siya yung parang pag nabigay na sa admissions tapos pagkadating ka admissions parang confused siya sa application or parang um, hindi siya masyadong convinced doon sa GS, de-deny yun agad. Hindi. Meron tayong second GS, parang interview, but on the side of the rep na. So,
Which
kami
is
yung
helpful.
magde-defend sa student. Yes. Ayoko naman na kapag nag-lodge tayo ng application tapos i-deny lang ni admission. Sayang din naman yun. Kasi I know naman na on the side of the student, they have their own story and they have their own capabilities and they are also entitled a chance to study in Australia. So, sa akin naman, kapag ganun yung naging setup, please give me heads up lang if meron tayong incoming din na application para at least ma-review ko din yung application and then alam ko din kung paano siya i-defend si admissions.
Okay. And also for this application to make it stronger din naman, another
Yes,
assessment from your end naman. So thank
oo.
you, Karen, for the tips for GS statements.
Thank
If there
you.
You're most welcome. If there are no questions from our attendees, do not worry because if you have any questions after today, whether about programs, fees, admissions, or anything else that we did not get to cover, please feel free to reach out to me or Pau. I know that she's here somewhere, but please reach out to us and we will personally coordinate with Karen to make sure your questions get answered properly. So I think before we officially wrap up today's webinar, Karen, would you like to leave our education partners with any final words or recruitment tips or advice when promoting Uni SQ to their prospective students?
Yeah, so ayun, thank you so much again, everyone, for attending today. It's really a great honor to represent the University of Southern Queensland sa inyo. And I'm sure you also have your potential students then. If ever meron kayo nakita na programs na gusto din ng mga students ninyo and wanted to explore that program, please feel free lang to refer that to me or to Miss Aliana or kay Miss Pao para at least matulungan namin kayo. This is a collaborative effort. Hindi siya parang business talaga purely, but it's also building the future of the students. So we will work hand in hand to achieve those dreams of the students. And also, if may mga support kayo na needed from our university, please feel free lang to message me. We will be more than happy to support you in that. And I hope to see you all in the future, in the flesh na talaga, para at least we have a personal encounter. If meron tayong mga concerns, meron tayong mga recommendations or mga suggestions, we are very open to that para at least alam namin kung ano yung kulang from our university na pwede naman siyang punan. Or if ever na meron kayong certain recommendation na program, we can also feel free to raise that to our management kasi we're open for new programs naman na gusto for the Philippine market. Kasi right now for Australia, they are focusing on the Southeast Asian region. So if ano yung pwede nating ma-offer sa mga international students, especially for our fellow Filipinos, we will be very happy to do that. So message me lang and let's keep in touch para at least meron tayong streamlined communication and very open naman kami for any feedbacks from your agents as well kasi you are on the ground and kayo yung mas nakakasalamuha yung mga students and kayo yung mismong parang have the full experience ng mga students. So, kayo talaga yung nakakalam kung ano yung needed sa market. Kasi kami, nag-attend lang kami ng mga events, we talk to several students, but on the case-to-case basis, like daily life talaga, I know na forte nyo yan. So, alam nyo yung market natin, ano yung mga needed sa market natin, at kung ano yung pa yung pwede nating i-pursue for our market. So, we are very open for that. And thank you so much. And I hope to see you all soon. Thank you, Miss Yana.
Thank you. And you're most welcome, Karen. On behalf of Yes Education, again, thank you for sharing your time. expertise and valuable insights with us today. Maybe before wrapping up, I just have last question with what you mentioned on additional support. Would you also do a one-on-one session with a student who already has an offer but still kind of hesitant to move forward? Pwede ba natin gawin yun with our
Sure.
agents?
Yes, yes, pwede. Pwede open naman ako for that.
Yes, that sounds great. Kasi syempre yung mga student na may mga ibang options, may mga ibang offer letters silang natanggap and they're kind of confused which one to choose. So it would be really helpful if we can convince them more
Yes.
about UniSQ naman. Just a last question from Regina. She says, thank you for our informative session. I know that PowerPoint slides couldn't be shared. However,
Mm-mm.
any marketing or any materials that we can share sa ating
Yes.
attendees?
Sure, sure. I'll just gonna send you like yung parang portfolio namin. Makikita nyo doon yung parang international guide. I can share you that, yung international guide,
Mm-mm.
kasi mas detailed kasi yun. Nandun yung mga programs, all of the programs that we have, corresponding tuition fees, eligibility requirements, para at least alam din ni agent kung ano yung mga eligibility criteria on that certain type of program. I can share you with that.
Yeah, no worries everyone. Sa attendees natin, we will be making sure to forward it to you alongside
Yes.
with the recording of this webinar. Like after a few days after this webinar, we'll be sending it to you. Please keep an eye
Yes.
on your inbox and then maybe share it to those who and to anyone who may benefit from them. So again, Karen, on behalf of Yes Education and for our attendees today, our education partners and agents, thank you for joining today's webinar. I hope you enjoyed today's webinar and given or you've been given a deeper understanding of UniSQ and a greater confidence in recommending this school to your students. We couldn't thank you more, Karen, for your time, but we'll be seeing you on our next one. Stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you again at our next Yes Education webinar. Thank you, everyone, and stay safe for this week, and goodbye.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you. Thank
Karen.
you. Have a great day. Bye,
Have a great day.
everyone.
Bye bye.